Hey guys, so I've been using the Apple leather case for around 10 months now, and to my disbelief, it actually held up way better than I expected. And yes, that thing over there, that's my Mysterio costume. Anyways, after 10 years of using this exact case, after 10 months of using this exact case, I think I'm pretty confident that I can recommend it to all of you guys. So here's some backstory. Before I used the leather case, I used this UAG protective case. And the reason I bought it was actually because of Everything Apple Pro. He made a video about dropping iPhone Xs with cases from 30 feet. And this surprisingly survived. So when I bought it, it cost around 60 bucks. And it protected my phone really well. Until I wanted something a little more classy. And then I found this from Apple. Before I wasn't even considering it. And after I bought it, it's just a pleasure to use. Of course, this is a review. And before I start the review, I just want to tell you guys something. If you have Spotify or Apple Music, you can go on there right now, or maybe after you watch this video, and just search Bow Down to Spanish Jesus. Yes, it's actually a name for a song. So yeah, just search Bow Down to Spanish Jesus. It's basically on every major audio or music company, streaming service. I don't know what it's called, but yeah, so it's called Bow Down to Spanish Jesus by Spanish Jesus. You don't have to write that, but just listen to it because that gives me money. I made that song, and if you just listen to it, I get money. So it's a win-win, right? And no, it's not a good song. Yeah. Okay, I just hit the mic. Okay, let's get straight to the video then. Okay, so first in this video, I will be talking about 5 things.
1 will be the protection of the case. 2nd will be how the case feels in the hand. 3rd will be the aesthetics, and 4th will be how it holds up over time. And 5th is the price.
Alright, so number 1, how does it feel? Of course, the feel of a case or anything is subjective. Most times, of course, you don't want to feel like cactus spikes or something, but most times it's subjective. And some people would say that the leather case is slippery or something, but really after a week of use, you just get used to it, or the oily residue from your hands or something will sink into the case, and it will be better. So if you think it's slippery, it's not going to be for long. So enjoy it while you can. Anyways, the feel of the case is amazing on the hand once you stop dropping it. And if you look at the buttons, it is actually made of metal. Yeah, a real metal, unlike those other cases like my UAG case or something. The buttons, when you press down, feels like the actual buttons for the phone. And so far, I've seen no other case that can replicate the exact feel of it. This is why Apple makes so much money, Now, second, how well does it protect your phone? Now this is a really important question, because that's something I really care about. I need my phone to be protected at all costs. That's why I used to use this case. Although it's not the thickest, it's still pretty uncomfortable once I've used this. Once you put this on your phone, you can tell that it's super thin. It barely adds any weight or size to your phone, which is great for transporting, but not so great for drop protection, right? Now, to my surprise, this actually protects your phone almost just as well as my UAG case. I don't know how it does that, but many times that I've dropped this onto concrete or ceramic, or once even down the stairs, my phone is still intact, it's not broken, the screen isn't shattered, and the back is completely fine. The one downside is that it's not waterproof. Although your phone might be, the case will probably break if you drop it in water. So that's really a downside. But anything else, the case will handle just fine. Now, third, how does it look? Of course, that's subjective too. How does it look to you? When it first came, here, actually I'll show you the packaging, because I still have it. As you can see, that is the packaging. And yes, it's a lot lighter here. And the color is a lot lighter than what it looks like now. Here's a side-by-side comparison. Yeah, a lot lighter. And that's because leather is leather. And leather patinas over time. So as you can see, the sides will darken first, and then the center, which is actually why most people like the leather cases, because it gives you personality. It gives the case personality. Some of you might say that leather scratches easily, or something like that, but that's just on the short term. Yes, it does scratch, and as you can see here, I can easily scratch it with my hands. But it really goes away as quickly as it came. All you have to do is to just rub your phone case and it's gone. So at first you might think, oh, I just broke my case by accidentally scratching with my nails. But it's fine. Just, yeah. And even when you drop it really hard on the concrete ground or something, and a large chunk of the leather just breaks, it's still fine. Well, here's what I like to do, which you probably shouldn't, but yeah. So I basically get some saliva and just rub the place that fell and hit the ground. And that basically seals up and fixes the damage really easily. It might be kind of disgusting, but you gotta do what you gotta do, right? When I first unboxed it, there were streaks of lines along the leather. I was really confused and concerned of maybe mine wasn't the best, and I was thinking to get a refund from Apple. But the streaks are actually natural lines that leather produces. That's how it actually works. And now in certain lighting, you might be able to see it. And that really gives it character. Another thing is on the inside of your case. Well, you might not be able to see it from here, but on the inside, the leather actually wrinkles because, it has to fold, and leather wrinkles when it folds. Some people would think that, oh, that's because it's not real leather or it's bad leather. But good leather wrinkles, and leather as a whole wrinkles. That's how it works. So that's just me ranting though. Now, how much does this case cost, really? Without tax in America, it costs $50. And depending on your tax, it might cost $54 to $60. And here in Canada, I bought this for $70 directly from the Apple Store. Although you can use the Apple Card to get 3% back when it releases. And surprisingly enough, the tax here in Canada is actually way more than the tax there for you guys. Yeah, it's 13% here. So if you live in here, just don't buy anything. Fun fact. Now, should you buy this case? Everything I just said in this video boils down to one thing. Should you buy this case? And the answer is definitely yes. It's the best. Seriously, what else can you get that's better? What else can you get that feels just as good? That looks just as good? That is just as thin as that? And don't say the silicone case, because I have one too, and that is not good. So, yeah. Here, I'll show you. I have it right here. You see? This easily breaks, and you can see that it's already basically broken. It's cracked here, and it's just, yeah, it's the felt even feels worse. Yeah, don't get this. Buy the leather case. And don't get anything else. Don't even buy the UAG, although it offers a lot of protection. Buy this. It's the best. That's all I'm gonna say. And before I end the video, and before you leave, please, I just want to plug something else. Please like the video so more people will get to see this review of this leather case and hopefully buy it. I'm not paid by Apple to say this, just saying. And also, press the subscribe button because I have saved up enough money to buy myself the iPhone 11 and a leather case in saddle brown for the iPhone 11. So stay tuned and be sure to watch that video when it drops. Alright, that's the end. Press something on the screen right now. And peace, I guess. I don't even say that. How do I end videos?